has figured out how to sell it.
What's up? We're here in the Denver showroom, and I just walked in and I had to turn on my iPhone because Gunther is training Stephen Webster, our amazing trust advisor here in the Denver Experience Center. And what we're talking about today is the Centor fabrics, and the Centor screen system is a really valuable way to integrate screen and shading into a big door or a moving wall or all these different things we talk about here in the Experience Center. So this video embedded in there, in all these cabinets are a bunch of really cool tools. And these tools are things like swatches and all these details. So I'm going to turn it over to Gunther here, and he's going to talk through, as Steve and I are learning and all the rest of the Art of Construction tribe here at Mountain View Window and Door, where Centor, how do we integrate this, Gunther, this Centor screen into the moving wall systems here at Mountain View Window and Door?
Well, Centor screen systems are a really exciting product to be able to add to almost any kind of door, whether it's a single hinge door, double hinge door, multi-slide door, 15 feet wide, bifold door, many different ways to do it. And some of our vendors like Weather Shield and Lowen offer it included when you order a door from them. But they're only going to order one flavor of that shade color, shade fabric, and all the other moving parts that you could change how the door and shade are situated. They're only going to offer one kind of way to do that. So we can offer it from Centor, add on to any door, even a Lowen or a Weather Shield. So one of the biggest things to understand is that one flavor shade that they offer, Lowen and Weather Shield, is going to be the mercury fabric. That fabric is the thinnest fabric, which allows them to have the longest roll of it for the biggest door. Around 15'10", I think, is the biggest door that you can shade with that one roll. On the other side of that door, on the other side, you're typically going to have a screen. Steve was just asking me, well, if I wanted to go more than 15 foot of a door, would I just do a biparting shade? And the answer is yes. You could have a shade coming from both sides on maybe a biparting door, but typically when somebody wants the Centor shade and screen system, they actually want the screen first, and the addition of the shade is a secondary thing.
And this is a great display. If you go to the back of the Denver Experience Center, on the job site, we have Dustin showcasing this door on a La Cantina, where we can do, he mentioned Lowen, Weather Shield, Anderson, La Cantina. This integrates, but the key thing is this concealed system can only get so big, right? Because it has to roll into this fabric. And this is where it has a cabling system that runs around it, and that's one of the things we really love about this Centor, to where you can stop it at any time, right? And so the thing about this is where this comes together in sun, shade, depending on what you need. This here is a display that we can make this bigger, and this is what you were talking about, Gunther, that 15-foot, 10-inch run, right?
Yeah, the door can be about 15 feet. The screen and shade system ends up being a little bigger, but this casing, its housing does not get any bigger. The biggest is the S4 system.
And so there's no math or any detailing that a trust advisor has to do to have this fit into the wall and the door, right?
Even when you have a good drawing, I need to go to the job site to explain what the drawing actually means.
So it's like it has to pocket in, right?
It's a three-dimensional problem that most people think they can understand, but it's very complicated. So the biggest problem with this is if you don't have a drawing that actually shows your actual situation, someone's not going to get it. It's not going to fit right. It's not going to look right. And that's where at Mountain View Window and Door we can really excel by creating those customized shop drawings to make sure you can actually see how the custom fit's going to work.
Yeah, and in closeout, what I just jumped in the middle of them is like, this is what it means to be a trusted advisor and having a managing advisor that none of us are ever going to go and know everything about everything, right? Sure. But it's learning of like what the customer expectations are to make sure we're getting the right light filtering, to get the designer the right fabrics, but most importantly, the best screen system to integrate into what is the best door system to create the best value for that opening, right? And that's where this virtual experience is all about coming in here. If you're in Denver, Mountain View Window and Door, Denver, in Grand Junction or our different experience centers, because we want to take whatever time up front to get it right the first time. Crush it out there, tribe.